Hey, welcome back to Python MC. I'm your Python MC coach, Richard Ashe. In this final project, we're going to take what we just learned about variables, loops, conditions, and functions and combine it all into one program. Now, with Python MC, we like to have a low floor, a high ceiling, and wide walls. What we mean by that is everyone should be able to do the basics. That's the low floor. The high ceiling gives people the chance to really stretch themselves and go far and really start to use what they learned and create some of their own functions and conditions and things like that. And then the wide walls means you can get really creative too. But the low floor here is the minimum requirement is just explain what's happening in the code. Just understand it, okay? And then after that, you can start to get creative. So here we go. So I've already created some comments here. And we create a comment, as we remember, by just creating a little hashtag, a little pound symbol right there, like a little hashtag, and then we just say, this is what's happening. So in here we have, create a list of beats called hip hop beats. And we have create a list of beats called dubstep beats, create a list of beats called techno beats. And here we just have we've seen all that before many times, and now we're going to create a function. We've only learned this recently. In this case, we're going to create a function called playBeats with two parameters, beats and tempo. And we're going to set the tempo using the setTempo built-in function, and that's what we're doing here. We're going to create a variable called track and set it to 1. But then we have some code that we haven't commented, and this is the bit where you're going to come in. You're going to say, okay, we're creating, what are we doing? And that's your opportunity to tell us what's happening. This is your opportunity to just really focus and figure out what's going on in the code and be able to describe it. So what we can see, if we were to teach someone else Python, how would we teach them? And just all you need to do is write in the comments wherever you see a hashtag, okay, in green. And so in here we have a for loop, and what exactly is happening there. So describe what's happening there. And then we use fit media to place each beat using the variables start, track, and end. So I've already told you what's happening there. I'm going to increase the variable track by 1. Well, what am I doing here? What am I doing there? So describe this for loop, describe what's going on down here. And then I also described some of what's happening here. For example, I described this variable request and describe the first part of the if statement, the conditional statement. And this starting off with if, but then there's elif and else, and I haven't really said what's going on there. So all we want you to do is use comments to describe what's happening. That's the minimal requirement. And then when I show you the answer in the next video, then we're going to have wide walls and high ceilings. So that means you can go as far into this and get as creative as you want. So have a go at this, make some comments, and then we'll check the final answer and then show you a little bit of a demo of some more things you can do with the final project to make it your own. Great, so good luck, and we'll see you in the final answer video of Python MC.